My name is Gloria Chukwu. I'm Professor and Chair of Africana Studies Department. And as the chair, I presided over the committee that planned festivities. Well, we have what I may regard as 6 major goals. First being to celebrate the accomplishments, history, and legacy of the Africana Studies Department. We also wanted to use the festivities to raise the visibility of the department as an interdisciplinary academic program on campus that has for 50 years engaged in an in-depth study of Africa, African diaspora, and the people of African descent, and of course their contributions to the interdependent global world. We also wanted to highlight the department's innovative courses and some of its initiatives, such as the W.E.B. Du Bois annual lecture, Model African Union, Taste of Africa, and of course the international conferences we have and plan to organize. And of course, we want to use the festivities to motivate our students, staff, and faculty, and of course to highlight their contributions to the development of the department. We also want to strengthen the alumni connection. And of course, finally, we wanted to use the festivities to serve as a recruiting tool for the department, because many UMB students are not familiar with the department. Some don't even know that the department exists.
Started out in mechanical engineering. So I just have a passion about math and science. But mechanical engineering, my classes were causing me to go to sleep. It wasn't intentional, it wasn't meant to be disrespectful, but I just wasn't interested in the material or in the information being taught in mechanical engineering, any of my courses. So by reputation, by word of mouth, people were talking about, again, at that time, African American Studies. And so I said, all right, I'll go ahead and check out a class. Once I checked out a class, I was hooked. So there was a passion from the students. There was energy within the classes about the information being taught. And I think for especially a lot of Black students, or again, speaking for myself, when you think about history, you're thinking about white history, you're thinking about American history that excludes African Americans, you're thinking about world history, you're not thinking about history that is probably something that I could really relate to. So for starters, Africana Studies or African American Studies, when it started out, it really pulled me in because it was relatable.
Me, I didn't have a Black teacher until I came to UMBC. I didn't have one throughout high school, middle school, nothing. Not until I came here. And to be a Black person, a Black woman, not having had someone that looks like me in the classroom, definitely shapes who you are. So I would say that the 4 years under Africana Studies changed who I was to today.
You know, Africana Studies is a gift. We take it for granted sometimes, and we think that it's just history and literature. But when I came through UMBC in my master's degree program, Dr. Miriam DaCosta Willis, the graduate advisor at the time, she said, our job is to go forth and create theory. To create theory. We find that so much of the African American experience, the global African experience, has been overlooked and understudied. And Africana Studies is this opportunity for us to immerse ourselves in the study of people of African descent. And with that comes quite a bit of discovery.
I'm really glad to be back at UMBC. And one of the reasons that I'm glad to be back is I got a chance tonight to see a couple of students who actually were double majors in African American Studies and who have gone on to have diverse careers in business, in education. And it just pleases me to have been on the starting line of their path toward that.
With the fact that the department has continued to serve as a community of teachers learners, scholars, mentors, advisors, providing or offering formal and informal instructions, mentorship and advisement to UMBC students. Not only those associated with Africana Studies, we do provide these services to non-Africana Studies majors and minors. They see the department as their second home.